Okay, let's talk about floors. Are you kind of over looking at your scratched up, worn out hardwood? I mean, you dream of a fresh new look, but the thought of all that mess and, the cost of a big renovation, well, you've come to the right place. Today, we're going to walk you through how you can lay gorgeous laminate flooring right on top of your existing hardwood. So let's dive in.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You look down and your floors are basically a scrapbook of your life. There's the scratch from dragging that couch, the little dings where the kids dropped, well, everything, and those faded spots where the sun hits just right. And hey, that character is great, but sometimes you're just ready for a change. The best part? You absolutely do not have to start from scratch. Seriously, just picture this, getting a totally brand new floor in a single weekend. No dust clouds, no demolition crew, just a durable, super stylish, easy to clean surface. That, my friends, is the magic of laminate, and we're going to show you exactly how to pull it off yourself.
So, let's just break it down. Refinishing your old hardwood, it's a huge deal. We're talking expensive, ridiculously messy, dust everywhere, and it can drag on for weeks. Laminate, on the other hand, is a total game changer. It's budget-friendly, way less mess, and yeah, it's something you can actually knock out in a weekend.
So, the big question, can you actually do this? The answer is a resounding yes. You absolutely can install laminate over hardwood. But, and this is a big but, there's one crucial catch. Your existing floor has to be a solid, stable foundation. If it's not, your beautiful new floor is just not going to make it. It's a deal breaker.
And that brings us to what is, without a doubt, the most important part of this whole project, the prep work. This is the foundation for everything that comes next.
You know that old saying, right? It's so true here. A little bit of effort on the front end is going to save you from a world of headaches later. Seriously, taking the time to inspect and fix your subfloor now means no annoying creaks, no squeaks, and no super expensive repairs down the line.
All right, here's your game plan for prep. First up, inspect. Just walk all over your floor. Listen for any squeaks, feel for any boards that move, or give a little. If you find any, just screw them down tight. Next, you got to check if it's level. Grab a long straight edge and look for any dips or high spots. Any low spots? Fill them with some leveling compound. Then it's cleaning time, and I mean really clean. Sweep, vacuum, mop, it means to be spotless. And last but not least, you have to test for moisture. Now this is a number you really need to remember. Under 12%. The moisture level in your hardwood has to be below 12%. If it's any higher, you're just setting yourself up for failure. See, trap moisture is the enemy. It'll make your new laminate warp, swell up, and buckle. Trust me, a little moisture meter is a super cheap investment that can save you from a massive, expensive headache. Okay, with your floor all prepped and ready, it's time to talk about the real unsung hero of any laminate flooring job, the underlayment. It might just look like a thin little layer, but it plays such a critical role in how your new floor feels and lasts. Let me be super clear about this. Underlayment is not optional. It does so much. It adds that little bit of cushion under your feet, it cuts down on noise, which is amazing, and it acts as a moisture barrier to protect everything. It really is the secret sauce for a great installation.
So, you've got a few choices here. Foam is probably the most common. It's affordable, it gets the job done, and a lot of them even have a moisture barrier built right in. Cork is another great option, especially for soundproofing, and it naturally resists mold and mildew, which is a nice bonus. But hey, if you're really serious about noise control, rubber is the top-tier choice. It's super durable and the best for sound absorption.
All right, now for the really fun part, laying the planks. This is where all that prep pays off and you actually get to see your visions start coming to life.
But wait, before you click a single plank together, you have to let the boxes of laminate sit in the room for at least 48 hours. This is called acclimation, and it lets the planks get used to the temperature and humidity in your house. If you skip this, they could expand or shrink after you install them, and that's a disaster. So please, whatever you do, do not skip this step. You've heard it a million times, but it's never been more true. Measure twice, cut once. Just take your time with this part. Be precise. A little bit of patience here is what separates a decent-looking floor from a truly beautiful professional one.
Okay, here's the quick and dirty on the installation process itself. First, you'll roll out that underlayment and tape all the seams together. Then, you start your first row of planks along the longest wall. Getting this one perfectly straight is key. For all the other rows, you'll want to stagger the joints to get that pro look. The planks themselves are designed to just click and lock together. And for those tricky spots, like around a door frame, a jigsaw is going to be your best friend. Now listen up, because this is a big one. You absolutely must leave a 1/4-inch gap all the way around the edges of the room. It's called an expansion gap. Your floor is going to naturally expand and contract with the seasons, and this little gap gives it the space to do that without buckling. Don't worry, the baseboards will cover it up later.
The floor is down, which feels amazing. But we're not quite done yet. Now it's time for those finishing touches that really make the whole project look polished and professional.
Okay, final checklist. First, pull out all those little spacers you used for the expansion gap. Then, reinstall your baseboards or maybe add some quarter-round molding to hide that gap. And here's a pro tip. Nail the trim to the wall, never to the new floor. Pop in some transition strips anywhere the laminate meets another floor, like tile or carpet. And finally, give your brand new floor a gentle clean, step back, and just admire what you've done.
So, what's the bottom line here? Let's talk numbers. Cost, time, and just how long you can expect this beautiful new floor to last.
We already know laminate is a budget-friendly choice, but the real savings, that comes from doing it yourself. You're saving $2, maybe $3 per square foot just on labor, and let me tell you, that adds up really, really fast across a whole room.
And I mean, just look at this comparison. For a pretty average 200 square foot room, laying laminate is less than half the cost of refinishing hardwood. That is a massive difference in your wallet.
So, how long is this thing going to last? Well, when you do it right, a good laminate floor can easily last you 15 to 25 years. That's not just a quick fix, that's a really smart, long-term investment in your home.
So here's the real takeaway. Installing laminate flooring over hardwood is a completely achievable project. With the right prep, you can literally transform a room in your house over a single weekend.
Look, your old floors have their own story, that's for sure. The question is, what's their next chapter going to be? Hopefully we've shown you just how possible it is to write that new chapter yourself. Thanks for joining us.